What's good? It's your boy, the non-international boxing, and we back at you. What's going on, man? Yes, sir, man. Let's talk this boxing, man. Let's talk this boxing. After another excellent show from Trill Boxing Talk. Wait till some people come in before we get into this conversation about Deontay Wilder and what he had to say about not having the support of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and the other fighters. Actually, I think he had a lot of support from Evander Holyfield, but you know, the Mike Tysons, those type of cats. I want to give my two thoughts on that, or give my 2 cents on that and share my thoughts. But we'll wait till everybody comes in here. But look, man, Ali Voso. What's going on, Kevin Scobby? Man, I ain't seen you in a minute. We'll wait for Ali Voso. Should be coming into the chat pretty soon. If you guys don't know Ali Voso is in a contest with BET because he's a rapper. And he's selling tickets to his show because he has to sell a certain amount of tickets. So, you know, to be part of the event, the next level of the event, I guess it works kind of like some smaller shows like boxing shows. Hey, what's going on, Sonny's Boxing Talk? When Ali Voso comes into the chat, man, he's going to put his Cash App. If you guys feel like donating to that, I think that would be great. I bought 5 tickets myself today. You want to support that? You want to support that young man? He's a member of the Patreon community. Been a long-standing member of the Patreon community. So I definitely want to support him. Goalkeeper 3000. What's good? Hey, Fanon, much love to everybody in the chat. Yes, sir. Much love to you. All right, we got a couple more people, and I'm gonna start reading the names, and we can get into this. But you know, path of least resistance, man. The path of least resistance. All right, let's roll with it, man. B&B Boxing, what's good, man? Ivan Garcia, salute. Smoke 'em, what's going on, man? Gregory Wyatt, what's happening? Jay Bird, Gravy Davy, Omar C, Lynn Mad, Tim TV 212, the Brothers UK. What's going on in the UK? Brothers UK, Hustler Sim, JC, Marcus O, Kenneth Johnson, Obasi Kamara said, Fanon, what is it listening from B More? You always have a great show. I learn a lot. Y'all in the LDBC are all that's good in boxing. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that. Boxing Goods, New Fat Boy Fitness, man. I loved you on that show, man. I checked you out on that show. I forgot to mention that my man Focus Ball MMA was on that panel with you, Drew Titan. Who else was on that? It was Drew Titan, Nate Campbell, Reggie Johnson, New Fat Boy Fitness, and Focus Ball. We're all on that great panel, and I really enjoyed that show, man. I really enjoyed it. See you in the desert for 9. Hell no, you ain't seen me no desert. I ain't coming nowhere near that spot. Y'all ain't catching me up in no crazy shit. Your honest opinion, Tyson versus Ortiz in their prime, or Ortiz versus Foreman. I mean, I think Luis Ortiz beats Tyson Fury. And I think the reason I say I think Luis Ortiz beats Tyson Fury is after that Otto Wallin fight. That Otto Wallin fight, dude, if that's Luis Ortiz, man, that dude's he's gone, okay, with Luis Ortiz. I don't believe, you're talking about Mike Tyson. I thought, damn it, man, I'm thinking Tyson. Oh, you're talking about Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson and Ortiz in their prime, probably Mike Tyson. And in their prime, Ortiz or Foreman, probably Foreman. I mean, I'm not going to go over Foreman and because I never saw a young Luis Ortiz, a real young Luis Ortiz. Omar C, man, much love in that super chat, man. I appreciate you. Let me get my gong, man. Appreciate you, man. DB in the building. All right, man. We got 100 people in the building, man. Let's get these. Hit the likes, man. Share the videos. Hit the likes. Share the videos, man. When you watch my video, please share the video because I'm doing a lot of subject. What's going on, corner girl? There you go. Hey, Ali Voso is right there. Ali Voso, go ahead, man, and put your Cash App in the chat. You can do the Cash App in the chat. We're looking to get Ali Voso. They're like $10 tickets. I think he's got like 15 more to sell, or at least 15 that I know of. I bought 5. Man, please support Ali Voso in what he's trying to do. That's his Cash App right there, Ali Voso in the Cash App. Please support him. What's going on, Black Reality TV? God dang, man, where was I on this, man? Yeah, man, do me a favor though, man. Share the videos. Share the videos. If you watch the video, just immediately share the video. And hit the like, share the video. Because I'm doing some videos now where they're not going to be topics. I do like 2 videos a day where they're not popular topics, like like buzzy type of topics, but they really do have a lot of information that boxing fans that I think are valuable for boxing fans. Ali Vosu says, I'm trying to get to the next phase so I can perform at the next BET Awards in LA. Yeah, man. So, hey, man, support Ali Vosu, man. When one of ours are doing it, let's try to make it happen. And every once in a while, Ali Vosu just put it in the just remind in the comment section, or remind in the comment section. So yeah, man. What's going on, Drew Titan? I was just talking about your channel and that great interview. So look, man, we got 108 people in the building, according to what I can see, 111. So let's get this going, man. What's going on, seen and unseen boxing? Look, man, I really do like. Hey, say Louisville rocking with you for now. That's what's up, man. I got people in Louisville. Look, man, if you guys await, man, you can almost always expect. When guys get to when they get to a certain level, this is how it goes. Okay. And this is not all people, but you got to watch this pattern. Most black people are going to be successful. They're going to initially be successful because they're supported by black people, because they come out of the black community. They're supported by the black community, right? We want to uplift our own, all that good stuff. We put our dollars behind them. We put our voices behind them, right? And so we lift them. We lift them out of our community, figuratively speaking, right? We lift them out of our community, and then the world sees them, right? And then when the world sees them, the rest of the people see them. They're like, "Oh man, I like what he's about. Oh yeah, he's good." And they get behind, and they start getting behind them, right? But what happens is eventually they realize that no matter how big they get relative to other black people, they still a nigga. They still are one. When they get out of their community, they never get all the way out of the community. They're going to be in a room like Floyd Mayweather, and I'm telling you, man, I can tell you this shit from personal experience of people that are close to me. When you are a young black man and you don't have very much, right? And you think to yourself, man, if I just get $10 million, when I get that $10 million, I've made it. Then you get the $10 million. And then you look around and you see, damn, that dude got $100 million. And that guy's got $500 million. And that guy's got that guy got $15 million. All right, if I work, I'm going to get to $100 million. And then when you get to $100 million, you realize that guy's got $150 million. That guy's got that guy's got $200 million. That guy's got $1 billion. Well, hey, if I keep working and if I get bigger, I'm going to be the first $1 billion guy. And then you get in a room where there's somebody, you got $1 billion, and there's a little old lady sitting over there that's got 15 of them. You are always going to have somebody above you. And the least path of resistance to continue to chase that dream is by kowtowing to the people that you believe can get you there, that can continue to get there. If you're that type of person, it's rare that you're going to find a person that is happy with themselves where they've made it, which is why I appreciate. I know there's a lot of people that really got on Andre Ward, right? When Andre Ward turns down that Canelo Alvarez thing saying I'm not for sale, that tells you something about Andre Ward. Because Andre Ward could probably sell his legacy for $25 million, $30 million, without a doubt, if that's what he wanted to do. But you just remember, man, that's what the deal for me. That's what I see in Floyd. But what I see in Deontay Wilder, I really believe that that's somebody that does believe that he wants to support his people and recognize that the only reason that he is where he is because of the community of people that support him. And I hope that remains, the same as he continues to climb. Passive Student said, I will not always comment, but your info is invaluable. Thank you, Passive Student. I appreciate that. That is a quality that not a lot of people have, man. Because it's easy to get sold. It's easy, especially when you feel what's going on Black Ham TV when you have an inferiority complex because you're short or some shit like that. But you get my point, man. Mr. Boxing Today 2 is in the building. Who's getting kicked out of here, man? I ain't in the mood to talk bad about nobody. Good boy for staying in your place. You'll be the last to fall from your community. Good boy for staying in your place. You'll be the last to fall from your community. I have no idea what that mumbo jumbo is, but Deontay Wilder already if he has $15 million, all he's got to do is stay healthy and take care of his family. You've made it. What the fuck else do you need? For real. If you are not coveting what somebody else has, and you have $15 million, what can you get? What do you need that $30 million will get you that $15 million won't? That you actually need to have. Think about this. What can $100 million get you that you actually need that $10 million will not also get you? Nothing. Nothing is the answer to that. Nothing. There's with 10 million. Now, I'm not saying with 100,000. I say, hey, goalkeeper, that's all you need is a good income and a baddie. That's all you need. What are you going to, well, seriously, for real, what is there that you actually need? I'm not saying what you want. I'm saying what you actually need. There's nothing. You don't even need health insurance. You know, if you got $10 million, truth be told, you don't really even need health insurance. But $10 million, you got enough money for health insurance. Any type of health insurance you want. You got enough money for life insurance. As much life insurance as you want. You have enough money to pay for a house and to pay your taxes and pay for your food and take trips and buy clothes that you think is nice. That's it. Maybe you can't afford an $18 million watch. But why do you need an $18 million watch? See, this is my theory, dog. And this is not my theory. It's a theory that I believe in. Join the Patreon. I have not pushed the Patreon in a long time. Man, join the Patreon. I'm telling you, I got some shit good for you. Let me give you a sample of the Black Code. Quiz. What is the one thing that most Black people want to do more than anything else? Quiz. What is the one thing that Black people want to do more than anything else? And I'm interested in your point of view. Stunt, very close. Impress other Black people. Nah, not dance. And nope, impress other Black people. They want to impress other Black people more than anything else. More than anything else. Impressing other Black people is damn near the number one hobby of Black folk. What kind of car can I have that you can't have? What kind of shoes can I have that you don't have? What kind of chick can I have that you can't get with? Look at my shit. Look at my house. How many times have you gone to a friend's house and the first thing that they do is walk you through their house and show you every room in the house? It's show-offism. It's show-offism. It's the number one pastime of black people in America. Show-offism. Show-offism get more people killed. Trying to steal some shit from somebody that they was showing off will get somebody killed. It's constant. Look at Floyd Mayweather. That's his whole fucking life is surrounded, from what I can see. His public persona is 100% around showing off to black people. Let me show you how many cars I have. Let me show you my watch. Let me show you my house. Let me show you big wads of cash. Show-offs. There are people who have much more money than Floyd Mayweather that would never do that. But are their egos any less? I guarantee you they're not. I guarantee you that Mark Bezos' ego is just as big or bigger than Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s is. But he ain't interested in showing off the black folk because he don't give a fuck what you think. He already knows. What I gotta fucking show off to you for? I already know. I already know, and you know, and I know you know. But the insecurity of Floyd Mayweather, the insecurity of guys like this, make them put that shit front and center at all times. It's not enough for me to have to think. And that shows in Deontay Wilder. That shows in Deontay Wilder. I did a video today. Check out the video today. This is the first time that I've heard Deontay Wilder mention anything about how much money he makes. One time. Once. I've heard him mention his money. And that was in an interview. That was in a conversation that was attested to him where he said, talk about the $100 million that was offered by Dazn. And he was like, first of all, I didn't sign with him because they weren't telling me, they weren't upfront with everything. And number two, they offered me way less than I already make. Deontay Wilder said that the money that was offered from Dazn was way less than he already makes. And nobody knows how much that motherfucker makes. Excuse me if you're listening, champ. I don't mean to call you no motherfucker. Please don't slap me for that shit. Way less money than he already makes. Because he's not out there telling people. And what is that? How do they sell? What? You say you laugh. Yeah, dog. I got to be careful, dog. Some of these boxes be listening, and I ain't in the mood, dog. I'm telling you. I ain't in the mood. Y'all be bugging out over some fighters, homie. Y'all bug out over some fighters. What's going on, Renee? Y'all be bugging. Y'all bug on some fighters, dog. Big time. Hey, man, we got 232 people in the building, man. Hit the like button and go look at the video and hit the share button. We trying to grow the channel, man. We going to try to do big things in 2020. We trying to do big things in 2020. Seriously, though, man. That's what that shit is. And when you're trying to show off, you can't give anything to anybody else when you're trying to show off. How can you do it? Your whole job is, I'm going to show off how great I am. So everything that you deal with is all about you. It's all about you. It's not about them. Even Floyd May, even when you listen, like if you ever had a conversation with somebody that really, I said Neely Fuller said that in his book. Yeah, I'm quoting him. I'm attesting it to him. He's right. That's the number one pastime of black folk with one another. Trying to impress each other about how smart you are or how much you know. The only shit that annoys me more is you fucking boxing nerds trying to impress about your boxing knowledge by talking about 112-pound fighters. Stop. Okay? Stop. They use it to steal your self-esteem. Look, man, esteem is something you give yourself. You can't steal my self-esteem. The only person that can steal my self-esteem or diminish my self-esteem is me. That's it. And it's a constant battle in your mind It's the constant battle in your mind not to allow somebody to do that to you. God created you like you are. And I'm not going to, what's going on, Ali Voso? Yes, sir. Put that in there, dog. Please check out Ali Voso in his, in what he's trying to do today. Look, man, real talk here, okay? Only you can take away your self-esteem. I'm not telling people why you got to believe in a creator and all that. I'm not getting into that. But God made you like you are, put you in the situation you're in, gave you the talents that you have. That should be enough. And it should be, and it is, I understand that it's a constant struggle for that to be enough, but it needs to be enough for you. It should be enough for you. Try to be happy with yourself. Not everybody's different. But if your job is, if what your main goal is, like most other people, is to show off, you're always going to be diminished when somebody has something more than you do. And I'm telling you, I am not speaking from lack of experience in this, man. I got a good friend. I have a very good friend, man, who, by the way, y'all keep shitting on his movie. Okay, back the fuck up off of Harriet Tubman, dog. That's my boy that made that movie. My boy financed that movie. Okay, he's a good friend of mine. I've known him for 25. I've known him for about 25 years. He's my fraternity brother. A good dude, man. A good dude. But every time I talk to him, man, because I have that complex too, I feel insecure. Like, I feel insecure. Like, damn, I got to tell him I'm not starving because I don't have $1 million. I know he's a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. What will he think of me? Right? Like, what does he think of me? I know he knows he's got a lot of money and I have less money than him. So what is he thinking of me? Because I can't show off to him. You know what I mean? I cannot show off unless it is he starts talking about some shit that he don't know. Now, if he starts talking and we start having conversations about one subject that I might have more information about, then, maybe I can find that way to show off. But you feel it in the conversation. But then he'll do some shit like this. He'd be like, look, man, dial it back. You know, bro, you too. And the dude would have to, at times, help me understand that he has problems in his life that I don't have in mine. So eventually, over time, I got back to being able to talk to him like that was my boy. Like, that's just my boy. Okay? And it really doesn't matter that he has more than me because I have more than enough myself. You know what I mean? I have more than enough myself. I'm blessed. He's blessed. Floyd Mayweather, I don't believe he's at the level of maturity that will allow him to be in the room with other people that he wants to impress and allow them to shine. Because if they shine, then that fades his light. And that's what it seems like to me with Floyd Mayweather Jr. And that's just looking very much on the outside looking in. Who's playing Harriet Tubman, really? Look, man, I'm not into who's playing Harriet Tubman. All I'm saying is this. There's cats that fight very hard to get her on the screen. Period. Okay? Fighting very hard to get her on the screen at all. And from their perspective, they are succeeding in having a movie made about her at all. And yeah, there's some political I can't go into I don't know what the making of the movie and all that and why all that, like, is it historically inaccurate? Is this, that, what is the chick's political views that played Harriet Tubman? Why can't Viola Davis play her? I ain't into all that shit because that's not, all I know is this is a dude who's running around, who left. But let me tell you about this, man. That's why I think you need to be careful. This is a guy that left a job that was paying him deep into the 8 figures a year. Deep into the 8 figures. He left that job to start a company that would make movies that would present Black people in a positive light, and took a major chance and a major salary reduction to put money behind movies like that. You know what I mean? So you just have to be, I mean, you don't have to be, but I'm telling you, knowing what it took to get other things done in the other projects, dog, hey, man, how you going to get a Fred Hampton movie if we don't make it? And if we ain't trying to make it, if we're not pushing to have it made, what other movies? A bunch of them. If I do that, I'll tell you who it is. I'm not going to do that. Suffice it to say, it's movies that you liked. Directors that made movies that you celebrate. This is the guy, that guy gave them their start. Look at all of the people involved in that movie. And this particular person is the one that worked with them to get there. And they've done many different projects that people like, that people have not had any issue with, that people thought were exceptional. It's the same crew of people working to get these movies made. And I'm not telling you, I don't know what's in the sausage, but I know that there are people in there that sacrificed, that did not have to do it, dog. Trust me, did not have to do it. Didn't have to do it. But did it because they really have a calling and they really, really want to see Black people in the entertainment industry get jobs and have positive role models for their kids to watch. They really do believe in what they're doing. They really believe in what they're doing. And the reason I know is because I know that they could get paid a lot more money doing something different. These are people that can make way more money doing something different, and did make way more money doing something different that you did not like, but left and did something else that you liked. Trust me. But that's not my business to share. They shouldn't have sacrificed to put on an inaccurate movie. Dude, all movies are inaccurate. They're all inaccurate. Every one of them. You got an hour and a half. How the fuck are you going to put Harriet Tubman's life in an hour and a half? It's a screenplay, dude. It's always going to be that way. There is no historically accurate movie that's ever been made. Number one, not everybody was there. Even what's in the history book is inaccurate because the people that were there can't tell you because they're all dead. But anyway, man, I didn't mean to get in on that. But look, I ain't seen the movie. I haven't seen the movie because I want to keep that shit clean. But trust me, dog, there are people out there that are working for the good, are working to get positive messages about Black people into the media, onto the movie screen. And they've been successful. And some things they hit, some things they miss, but they're there trying to do it. They are giving their best. Like, for example, I'll give you one. You don't see, like, there was a movie that was put out. You remember the movie The Fantastic Four? Does anybody remember the movie Fantastic Four? Like the superhero movie? The ones where Jessica Alba was playing and it got blasted in the media, like, because it was a terrible movie. Oh, he said, Fanan, can you do a Patreon on how Black-owned businesses can attract Black customers? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's done. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll have that up. But look, man, that movie, right? So I told dude, I was like, look, man, what the fuck happened with that movie? Like, that's the director that did that movie? What the fuck was up with that movie? And he was like, look, man, I know it was a piece of shit. We know it was a piece of shit, but that's what the studio wanted to have happen. That's the studio wanted it like that. What we said was, no, this isn't going to play right, but the studio wanted it. So the guy, you remember, there's the production guy, there's the movie, there's the actual movie company, there's the distributors. When he explained to me how these movies are made, man, there's like 6, 7 different fucking levels of people that are involved in the making of those movies. And when they order a movie made, dude, they have people that want certain things put in those movies. And it's either you do it or the movie doesn't get made. So, I mean, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like boxing from what I can see on the outside looking in, man. Look, man, there's a lot of bullshit popping off, dog, that people do not have the power to fix in and of themselves, okay? Because, hey, man, breaking news. Black people ain't running shit. We ain't running shit. And the sooner you understand that, the sooner shit will make sense to you. We ain't running shit. Nothing. Okay? Nothing. Period. You can go look at Byron Allen, owns the Weather Channel. He's got $1 billion worth of stuff. Guess what? They don't want to let him on Copcast. His ass is going out of business. And they will stick together and be like, you going your ass out of business. We don't run shit. And we have to do the best that we can do with what we have, like we've always done. The best that we can do with what we have. Which is why it's so, like, even in this area of boxing, it is so important that people get out there on Twitter, get out there on Instagram, get out here on YouTube and talk about these fighters, talk about these black fighters, let people know that you're interested in them. When they try to sell you some dumb shit, point out the dumb shit that they're trying to sell you. And we can be the buffer that allows these champions to do to have more freedom to do what they want to do. And that's just the truth. It's just the truth. The reason why we showing off to each other is because we can't show off to them. They own everything. Okay? And that's the truth. That's the truth. I have a conversation with somebody on Patreon about it, man. And I was like, look, man, we ain't running shit. Nothing. We don't run it. Okay? We might have somebody that has some influence in it, but we don't run it. We don't own the NFL. Plenty of NFL players. We don't run it. NBA. Plenty of NBA players put a lot of money in NBA owners' pockets. We don't run it. We got U.S. congressmen. We got U.S. senators. I don't know if we got a U.S. senator now, but we got U.S. congressmen. We don't run it. It is what it is. And the sooner you admit what it is, the sooner everything will make sense to you. Okay? Floyd Mayweather don't run shit. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. knows damn well he don't run shit. And if he didn't know it before, when they stuck his ass up in a jail cell, he learned it then. You don't run shit. And we got to do the best we can do with what we got. Yeah, he's got influence. Sure, he's got influence. I'm not absolving him of dumb shit. I'm not absolving him of dumb shit at all. Yeah, Cory Booker. Yeah, Cory Booker's a senator. Thank you. Who don't run shit. That's just what it is, man. It's what it is. We talking on YouTube right now. They make more money than we do on this. Believe it. That's all I'm saying. Oh, man, I really want a Black Panther, not Marvel movie. Yeah, Bill. Yeah, man, if you don't believe it, no, just wait around long enough. Get to acting like you running some shit. There used to be this shit called The Fortune magazine curse. Hey, man, thank you, man. We got a new man. Thank you, Romero Harris, for subscribing to the Patreon, man. That makes doing it so much easier, man. So much, not easier, but it's encouraging, man. I really want to talk about things like this more. I just got to get more Patreons, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Look, man. There's, the truest statement. Until you understand RWS, anything else you think you understand, what is it? Until you understand RWS, what it is and how it works, everything else that you know will only confuse you. It is a true way to simplify life, dog. Be constructive in the code. That's what I'm putting out on this Patreon. It's the code. I got out of code. Okay, it caused me drama. Hey, my Patreons, go look at the video that I did. There was some shit that happened. And y'all know the shit that happened. That's because I was out of code. I got off code. Once I got off code, you hanging in the wind because you're supposed to be hanging in the wind. You say, what's the book? What's the book on that? It's the United Independent Compensatory Codes Concept for Thought, Speech, and Action. Some long ass title written by Neely Fuller Jr., but it's a code. Look, man, what it is this. It is everybody has to develop their own code on how you are constructive in your life. What do you say in certain circumstances? What do you do in certain circumstances? It's about what you do individually. It's the opposite of picking lines and trying to get together in large groups of people to do things. It is us being united. I don't know if Patreon does or not. It's about being united in individually creating a code, concept system for thought, speech, and action. And it's all designed to compensate for the system that we live in. It sounds complicated, but it is very straightforward. It is very simple. And I'm telling you, it will improve your life tremendously. You will avoid drama that otherwise you're used to walking into. You will avoid drama that you're used to walking into. You will accomplish things in your life on a daily, weekly basis, on an hourly basis, on basically a deed by deed, thought by thought basis. That's what the purpose of it is. And I'm telling you, every time I get out of code, I feel it. Every time I get out of code, I feel it. Every time, without a doubt, I'm like, oh shit, I'm out of code. That was not constructive. What I did and what I said was not constructive. That did not work towards or get me any closer to a goal. And as a result, it was non-constructive. And when something was hanging out there that's non-constructive, it caused the problem. And the only way I could solve that problem was by getting back on code. Just like an electrical system. Electrical systems work because because there is a standard way that everything works together. If you had people just wiring buildings with any type of voltage that they felt like they wanted to do today, or like, I want it to work this way, I'm going to design it, they would never work together. You know? Man, G5, much love in that super chat, man. Kenneth Johnson said, your Patreon is great, man. Thank you, man. It's not, hey, dude, it's not always the most exciting. I know it's not always the most exciting because shit, it's about doing stuff day to day, thought by thought. Okay. It's beneficial, man. I cannot tell you how many problems it solved for me. And more importantly than solving your problems, it will prevent the creation of them. Promote your price for Patreon. I am interested. Promote your price for Patreon. Let's go to the Patreon. And if you can't afford the Patreon, because I keep trolls out of there, dog. It's $10. But I keep trolls out. But I might do another level. I mean, eventually I'll probably do another level. But some people can tell you how you can do it. Just sign up for the Patreon. Sign up for the Patreon. It's $10 is the suggested membership for dailies. I put them out every day. What's the deal? Pickles, is everything kosher? Oh yeah, man, everything's love. We just talking. Oh, what up? Oh yeah. Oh man, he said, man, I reached my goal. Nah, man. Hey, man. No, Ali. No. Support Ali Voso. You might have to sell more tickets. Nah, I got your tech, Ali. Nah, man. We support one another, man. We support one another. Full-fledged, 100 miles an hour, homie. 100 miles an hour. Rainy day type shit. Okay? Thanks to everybody that helped Ali Voso reach his goal. See, that's the LDBC right there. Boom. We got you. Boom. We got you. You know what I mean? Like that. That's what it's supposed to be. Not any, what other communities can do that? Yeah, no worries, Ali Voso. What other community can do that, man? No other boxing community YouTube is doing it like that, man. We have to respect one another. Damn, you weren't on. They said, damn, why weren't you my school teacher? They don't pay school teachers, homie. They ain't gonna teach that shit in school. Nope. They ain't gonna teach that stuff in school, dog. It's not gonna happen. You got to reach out to people that know. Oh, he said, Doc, Mayweather and Heyman are like this. Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt it. Hey, man, they got to do them. We got to do us. You know? It's what it is. I ain't blaming Floyd Mayweather for being Floyd Mayweather. Why did Deontay Wilder don't even need Floyd Mayweather? He just showed it. Why do you need to go to the store for milk if you got a cow? We the cow. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is there because of us. Period. It ain't the other way around. We ain't there. Black fight fans do not exist because of Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather's career existed because of black fight fans. It's the other way. So Deontay Wilder doesn't need to go to Floyd Mayweather Jr. to get his shit to pop. He needs to come to us. Doesn't that make sense? Like, you want us. You don't want Floyd, you want us. Mike Tyson had us. Mike Tyson did well. Muhammad Ali had us. Muhammad Ali did well. Whenever a boxer has the support of the black fight fan, they do extremely, extremely well. So Al Heyman has support of the black fight fan. He's just organizing the money. He ain't creating it. It's us. It's us. You hear me? It's us. And that's it. It's us. That's what you need. You need us. If you act like you don't need us, hey, okay. We'll see how long they support you. It's us. Point blank, period. And that's how it is. And guess what? Same thing, somebody can say that in NASCAR. If there's a NASCAR driver, what in the NASCAR be like, all I need is lower middle class income American Europeans. The fuck I need you for? You think Jeff Gordon is running around worrying about what black NASCAR fans think? Or is Jeff? I don't think Jeff Gordon even. Jeff Gordon probably don't even race no more. But you get my point. He don't care. He's taking care of his demographic. He's like, shit. That's all I need. Canelo Alvarez ain't speaking Spanish. He speaks English. He ain't speaking English in public. Because what does he need us for? He got Dazn now. But before that, what did he need? He just needed his fan base. That's it. And that's economics, man. That's economics. That's simple economics. Deontay Wilder is going to be fine. If Deontay Wilder was loved and appreciated by every black sports fan in America, he could win or lose. It wouldn't make a difference. Because if 15 million people decide that they're going to pay $100 to watch him fight, which could happen, right? If 15 million people, because we got more than that in America, all said, you know what? We're going to, you know what's a better example than that? Something that really happened. You remember back in I think it was in 1996, there was something called the Million Man March. The Million Man March. I was at the Million Man March because I was living in DC at the time. And I saw with my own eyes Louis Farrakhan standing in front of what looked like 2 miles of black men. I mean, I'm telling you, the shit was packed way back from the Capitol. And he said, I want everybody to pick up $1 and pass $1 forward. That shit was bananas. I was seemed like 15 minutes of passing dollar bills over the top of my head. And it all got carried through a wave of people up to the front of the U.S. Capitol. Pass. And then he's like, let's pass 5s. Or he went backwards. Let's pass 20s. Let's pass 10s. Let's pass 5s. Let's pass 1s. Dog, I guarantee. After that, for a long time, they stopped antagonizing Louis Farrakhan. For about 20 years, all that shit that they were on about him stopped. Because they were like, this shit right here. Because everybody was well behaved. Everybody's respectful. And it was on camera, them passing about $3 million straight to him. In cash. In cash. Wasn't nobody stealing money out of people's hands, just over the top of their head. And if you remember anything about how people were on top of Louis Farrakhan, that shit stopped for years. Because they're like, oh no, we ain't gonna make too many more. We ain't gonna make too much shit about him no more, because that's way too much fucking money. That showed a significant amount of power that guy and more importantly, organization. The coordination, the organization was extremely impressive. That is very doable shit, dude. Very doable. Because people will support that. Man, shut up, man. Shelly Finkel ain't circulating nobody's fucking money around, telling anybody how much money fucking Wilder's. Stop with the misinformation shit, okay? Who the fuck cares, dude, how much money Wilder's making? He's making a lot. Stop. You guys like you, Steve, or maybe not you, Steve Kim. Oh, the ticket sales aren't doing well. You just trying to diminish the man's worth. I expect a 1-round knockout. That's all that's going to happen. So, it's just going to be it'll be a knockout in 1 round. So when it happens, that's what we expected. If it doesn't happen, Deontay Wilder underperformed. And then when he winds up doing 400,000 pay-per-views at $75 a pop, your math is going to get bad, or you're just going to think it's not important enough to talk about. Deontay Wilder has continued to fight on bigger and bigger and bigger stages. Okay? I don't want to hear this shit no more. You guys were saying nobody knew Deontay Wilder 2 years ago. Now he's on a pay-per-view. Every fucking body knows who he is, and you still trying to come up with that corny ass line. Stop with your media shit. We know you're from them, okay? We know you're associated with them. We know you're trying to tear down the competition's value and therefore elevate your own. We know what you're trying to do. Stop it. You're a fucking cornball, okay? Nobody's going to believe that a guy with 40 knockouts can't fight. Nobody believes a guy that has 2.2 or 2.5 million people, 2.5 million people watch him on Fight Camp on Fox, don't know who he is. The shit's not going to fly. Cut it out. And we know what you're doing. Sugar Fantastic in the building. Much love in that super chat, man. Stop, man. That's some... Oh, yeah, see, that shows what kind of dude you are, man. You know you're saying something right when people say stuff like that. You know what kind of person these people are when you see comments like 100s of Fred's backpacks. That's the type of people we're dealing with, which is why it's so important to support the LDBC and support what we're doing and trying to support boxing fans, because these people are just flat out liars. They're just liars, okay? Dan Rayfield was not confused about the lineal championship. He's just lying. Steve Kim is not confused about ticket sales. He's just lying. That's what they are. They're liars. They're malicious liars. It's not confusion. It's not a misunderstanding. It's too consistent. It's repeated too often. It's too predictable. That's what they are. They are liars. It's not a matter of us not understanding or some issue with what my criteria is versus their criteria. They're just liars. They're just liars. I don't know Kelly Swanson. Never met her. Don't have a feeling about her. I'll leave that to people who know Kelly Swanson. I don't know Kelly Swanson. She could walk by me on the street and I wouldn't know who she was. I know I applied for a press pass as a joke after I'd already paid for my tickets to the Charlo fight and I got turned down. I've got 30,000 subscribers. I have over 1,000 videos up on my page. I have interviews with Errol Spence Jr. on my channel. I've got interviews with Regis Program on my channel. I've got interviews with Errol Spence Sr. on my channel, which actually that was after I had applied and I got turned down. You cannot find a channel that had, there's only a few channels with more PBC content, pro PBC content, or PBC fighter content on my page than my page. So why would they turn me down? I don't buy that shit. No disrespect to anybody, but I don't buy the explanation that I need to, that I have to go through some process by which to prove myself to the PBC. I'm covering their fights already. And if I wanted to ask a question, all I would get, and I went to the shit anyway. Shit's fucking ridiculous. I went to the shit anyway. So on one side of it, I don't get the big deal with the press credentials. Buy your ticket. The fuck they gonna do? Buy the ticket. Hey, the next time Fred wants to get a fight, and I'm not disrespecting Fred, I'm just saying this because Fred ain't never gonna say it. Next time you want Fred to go to a fight, go to Fred's page, drop some money on the super chat, say, Fred, this is towards your front row ticket to the Canelo Alvarez fight. We want you to go. There's your ticket. Here, let me put some money on your ticket. And pay his way to the ticket as a member of the LDBC, as a part of the community, so that he can give you that content that you want. Same way ESPN pays Dan Rayfield to go to that fight. Right now, Fred covers his own costs. That's all you got to do. Give him a ticket. Hey, I'm going on this fight. Well, here you go. You don't need what the fuck you need in here. This is the hotel they're going to be at. Catch a motherfucker at the hotel. Fuck them saying no to you. I'm not going to apply for any more press passes. She told me no. You don't want me there. Thank you. You don't want me there. I got you. I don't give a shit. That's me. I ain't trying to be the dude. First of all, that ain't even me. I'm not about to go run around and stick cameras in people's faces. Fuck for what? Why? For me. I don't understand it. It's not attractive to me. It's attractive to other people. It's not attractive to me. Quite honestly, boxers, I love what you do. I'm not really that interested in meeting you. I mean, just for real. Juniper B said they're doing the Trump model lie big and often. Yeah, absolutely. All the time. They're just liars, man. Steve Kim's just a liar. These guys, first of all, use your common sense. Japanese fights are on at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. When the fuck did these guys see them fight? What channel? Did you fly to Japan to see this motherfucker fight? No, you didn't. You had somebody that represents them give you a tape of the fight to watch. That's how you even see them fight. Who the fuck gets to see these guys fight? They fight 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I had to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch a fight between Nonito Donaire and Inoue in Japan. And that shit was on Dazn. Before there was Dazn, there'd be no way to see it at all. How do they even know these guys? They work for magazines get paid for, and they get their access from the promoters. They're bought and paid for, man. Ivan Garcia Fanon, has there ever been a time when you felt like you had to act or talk a certain way just to fit in, or just so you wouldn't get ridiculed and it went against your moral ethics and codes? Yeah, I felt that way. But look, man, I grew up around all European Americans. I grew up around all European Americans. My first memory of that was when I was in like third grade. I mean, I've had memories before. Like the first memory I've ever had of school was walking up and sitting like in kindergarten, or it's maybe first grade. First grade, I walk up to a school that I just go to. All the kids were all lined up in the wall, and I got called nigger like 18 straight times. Nigger? Who's that nigger? Where'd that nigger come from? Hey, nigger. Nick, that's my first fucking height. That's my first memory of school. So, yes, I understand what it is to feel like you have to try to fit in. But the fortune that I had was that I had a father that would tell me, fuck them. Fuck them. You got to go take care of your shit, do whatever. And for years and years and years, it was like that. But the way that I dealt with it, I never really felt like, because I'm an asshole. I mean, just innately, I'm an asshole. You're not going to tell me, I'm not going to change how I am for you. You know what I mean? I'm not going to change who I am for you. I was born a cocky asshole. I'm going to die a cocky asshole. I was a cocky asshole that whole way through. And I don't know what it was that made me that way, but it's what I was. I was more like, fuck y'all. But yeah, I felt it. The one time that I remember I did it, though, was because that I wanted to avoid ridicule, was when everybody was like, somebody said you a cocky asshole, we agree. Yeah, I know. No, let them see I am. I know I am. And I'm a cocky asshole for a reason. Because there's truth behind me. There's truth behind me. The reason why I was a cocky asshole with those kids was you could say what the fuck you want, but when we kick this soccer ball, I'm going to run right fucking by you to go get it. Let me explain to you why I was a cocky asshole and why I know that why your inferiority complex eats away at you. I'm never going to feel bad about dealing with a person with an inferiority complex. Okay? And I know that's what you have. So when I was hanging around with little kids like you, when they kicked the soccer ball and I was 3 people back and I ran by y'all right up to the ball and boop, kicked that shit in, looked at y'all like y'all were slow. That's why I was like, oh, this motherfucker's slow. The fuck wrong with him? Okay? I know when you guys are sitting there talking, when you guys are sitting there talking about black men, the myth behind black people and their, what lays between their legs, that just told me that you're focused on that and you're insecure about what you have. Otherwise, why the fuck would you go out of your way to try to hurt people for being them fucking selves? I know what you are. All I had to do was turn on Muhammad Ali, right? ABC. Boop, there goes Muhammad Ali. I am the greatest. And you hated it because he would whoop your ass if you can't cheat. If you can't, that's why you don't give a fuck about PEDs. Because if you didn't cheat, you'd lose. If you didn't cheat, you'd lose. And you know it. That's your inferiority complex that would allow you to justify somebody blatantly fucking cheating. Because if you don't cheat, you lose. If you don't change the rules, you lose. If you're not cruel and dishonest, you lose. Why would I feel inferior to that? I ain't never felt inferior to that. I will never feel inferior to that. I'm not inferior. I'm just black. That's it. When I think of all that shit you talking about, I just think I'm black. And that's what it is. Race is racism. Race is racism. That's all I think. That's all I think. I don't think you better than me. Not at all. If there are 300 people in a room, there is not 290 of them that are better at anything. So, am I a cocky asshole? Yes, I'm smarter than you. Why the fuck wouldn't I be? I am smarter than you. And you know I'm smarter than you. You know it. Don't you? Why would I feel inferior to somebody that's not as intelligent as me? And I know you're not. I took the test. I took your tests. I know you're not as smart as me. You know you're not as smart as me. So why am I going to feel inferior to you? I get plenty ass. Always have. Always have. I done broke a couple of y'all's off too. I know they like me. Why would I be inferior to that? You got a woman you want. Your woman wants me. Why am I going to feel inferior to you? What sense does that make? I have broken off many dime pieces, homie. Many. Why would I be inferior to you? You in my chat talking shit. I organized this channel. You didn't. Why would I feel inferior to you? What fuck sense does that make? None. None. God put me on this earth how God wanted me on this earth, and I am happy with that. And whenever I feel that I am not happy with that, I try to check myself. There is nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with coloring my skin. There's nothing wrong with my hair not growing anymore. There's nothing wrong with going gray. There's nothing wrong with my little bit of belly. There's nothing wrong with it. Because that's how God made me. And God is greater than you. So why should I feel bad about what you think about me when my God loves me? Makes no sense. Right? Go peddle that shit somewhere else. I know what the socio-economic political situation is. I know what it is. I'm in a caste called black. That's where I was born. That's where I'm going to die. I can't escape it. I don't want to escape it. It is what I am. You didn't create it. You can't end it. Fuck you and everybody that sounds like you. Period. Like they say in Maryland. Period. Hey, who says that shit? Period. Nobody giving a fuck what you think, dude. We know you lying, man. You guys got pound for pound lists with no black people on it. How the fuck does that make sense? You telling me that most of the Hall of Fame fighters that people talk about and praise for hundreds of years, yeah, period. There you go, period. For hundreds of years, right? From Tom Mellenau to Jack Johnson to Sam Langford to Joe Louis to Sugar Ray Leonard to Sugar Ray Robinson to Muhammad Ali to all of these dudes are all considered these greats. Whatever era you go to, the greatest fighter of that era is black. Every fucking one of them. Every one of them. Except today. Except today. But you find some way that none of them are that today. How the fuck does that work? How do black Americans have more champions, more high-level fighters than any other group of people, but can never get on your top, can never be your fucking number one pound for pound? How the fuck does that work? You don't think we see that? You don't think we see you pulling certain shit out of your ass? In a way, Chocolatito, the fuck out of here, man. Estrada, Aoki, get out of here, man. You don't fool us. You don't even fool your fucking self. The greatest fighter in every generation of fighters has been a black man. Everyone. Everyone. From the 1700s to Jack Johnson and Sam Langford to Joe Gans to Sugar Ray Robinson and Joe Louis and Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard and Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield, but all of a sudden to Roy Jones, to all of a sudden today it just goes away. But guess what? It wasn't then either, because you try to throw up your Jerry Coonies, but Jerry Cooney didn't pan out, did he? Primo Carnera didn't pan out for you, did he? Primo didn't pan out for you. Jess Wheeler got his ass whooped. Jack Dempsey, you made it because Jack Dempsey didn't have to fight nobody. Right? Oh, no, Sam Langford. No, Sam Langford. We're just not going to fight at all. So you coasted through with Jack Dempsey. But as soon as that popped off, boot, once again. So you come up with this pound for pound shit so you can make midgets seem like they're better than guys that are 6'6", 230 fucking pounds. You are having these fucking make-believe conversations now. That's how far you have been. That's how desperate you are. You make these make-believe conversations where, who's Deontay Wilder? Lomachenko's the best fighter in the world. Lomachenko is 5'6", 140 pounds. How the fuck is he the best fighter in the world? Oh, because we're doing a pound for pound comparison here. Whatever, dog. Whatever. Don't come with that shit with me. Okay? Don't come with that shit with me. I know what the deal is. You know what the deal is. We all know what the deal is. We all know what the deal is. Okay? We all know what the deal is. I don't give a fuck about Usyk. I don't give a fuck about Usyk. Usyk's time to get knocked out is coming. Okay? Usyk's time. But you don't even care. Dude can be juiced to the fucking gills. Just as, we don't know if he's on roids. You can't prove it. Let's just raise the computer all levels. Fuck out of here, man. Bro, we know we are blessed and highly favored. They just don't want us to know they know it. Of course they know it, dude. Of course, dude. Of course. See, you know the one area, and I'm going to get risky here before I get off. The one area that will tell you their insecurity, the area that will truly show their insecurity is in the area of sexual intercourse. That's just about reproduction. Straight up reproduction. Period. The original athletic sport. Go look at their movies and see what they fantasize about. Go do a perusing through the gutters of their mind and see what they like to look at. They like to look at you. Don't you? You like to look at them, don't you? Don't you? I don't even have to get explicit. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Got a couple of us on your phone, don't you? Got a couple on the phone. After I say this, you're probably gonna go to the bathroom and spank off to one of us. Punk. You punk. Go take your bitch ass to the bathroom and go off to a black man, bitch. Now I gotta take the shit down. Bitch. You know, dog. You know. You know, and I know. It's right there on Pornhub, homie. Okay, go do your research. We all know. We all know it's all over the internet, homie. You sitting right there looking at one. Fuck wrong with you, dog. Hey, man, I'm hitting you below the belt, dog, right now. Boop, boop, boop. Hit you right where it hurt, didn't I? Hit you right where it hurt, didn't I? Didn't I? Didn't I? Dog, you know I hit you where it counted, dog. Man, I hit you right where it hurt, dog. I hit you right where it hurt. You can't even escape that, dog. You can't. Dre's finest can't even escape it, dog. They can't even escape it. It's so deep-seated. It's so deep-seated that there are women who don't want to sleep with them. When they go buy something, it looks like this. They buy this. Hey, man, sit and spin on that, dog. Sit and spin on that, okay? Sit and spin on that, okay? We ain't... I'm seriously though, man. I owe an apology, dog, because that's not constructive. Okay. Like I said about the code, dog, it's not constructive what I did. That was not constructive. It was petty. It was hurtful. It was designed to push on your insecurities. I apologize. I went off code, dog. I went off code. Mayweather supports Donald Sterling, man. Mayweather don't know what he supports, man. Nah, I mean, it's just, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do it. It's okay, dog. It's not the size. It's not the size of the boat. It's the motion in the ocean. That's what know that lie she tell you? Don't worry, baby. It's the motion in the ocean. It ain't the size of the boat. It's the motion in the ocean. Wee dog. Wee dog. Because I be laughing at these dudes, man. Come on, man. I grew up with you. I know what your problems are, dog. Anytime that shit gets busted, it drives you nuts. Like a cat being too smart, you just can't. You can't because you taught not to believe it. You know, you're taught to believe that there's something that you deserve, that you really are better. But you really are not. You're just more powerful. You're just more powerful because you're more influential, and that's the truth. Like, I will tell the truth, okay? To the cats, let me tell the truth. You guys, the people that I'm talking to, you guys that always want to call people monkeys and shit, dude, the people that look like you run the world. You guys got armies and got banks on lock and, you know, the whole globe. You got the whole globe on lock. I can admit that, okay? You got the whole globe on lock, dog. Supremacy isn't a fucking opinion, it's a fact. You guys tell everybody what to do. We know this. We know this. But you're inferior because you got little dicks. And that shit could probably be your motivation behind doing all that shit. I don't know. I'm just saying, leave me the fuck alone, dog. I'm sitting right over here in my jail cell, in my little area of the world, you know, that I'm allowed to have some fun in, doing me. Why are you coming fucking with me? Just leave me alone. You know what I mean? Leave me the fuck alone. Not all of us. What's that, boss? He said, "Oh, I'm sorry. If there's some Europeans, I'm just clowning on the racists, dog. For real, I really am. I know. I really am. I'm not saying what I'm saying is true. I'm just saying things that I know really bother them. Okay, I'm just touching on insecurities. Okay, I'm acknowledging the truth, right? That we, generally speaking, don't run anything, man. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, it's just what it is. All right, what it is. And if you believe that it's not that, I think you're delusional, okay? So if I said, see, this is my thing. Like, if you told me, if I tell you, look, man, the best basketball players in the world come from black communities in the United States. Okay, and I don't want to hear anything else. That's what it is. If you tell me that they come from somewhere else, I'll tell you, get the fuck out of here. The best basketball players in the world come from urban areas in the United States. That's where they come from. Black neighborhoods in the United States. That's the best basketball players on the globe. I don't give a fuck. You could tell me a guy won 18 European championships in Yugoslavia, and I will say, I don't give a fuck. Okay? Who cares? Okay? He ain't win the fucking Chicago. He didn't win. They ain't won the Illinois State high school tournament, so I don't give a fuck. Okay? You name them, there's going to be a LeBron next week. Okay? LeBron came. We got a bunch of them, dog. We got a bunch of them. Okay? We got people that could never make it to the league that go over there and have 20, 30-year careers. Okay? Not 20, 30-year careers, but you get my point. We got players that could never make it to the NBA, go overseas, and have whole entire careers balling out. But they could have never played in the league because they're just not either big enough, good enough, tall enough, whatever. But they're just better than all the people over there. That's just a fact. And what I'm telling you about boxing is it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So when you point me to the Japanese championships and say Monster Inoue won the Japanese championships, which is the 105-pound, 108-pound, 112-pound, 115-pound Japanese league belts, I don't give a fuck. That's what I'm telling you. I don't care. So what? There aren't any Americans. There aren't any cats from the UK. There are barely any Mexicans even fighting over there. Who the fuck do I care? Why are you trying to act like they just won the welterweight championship of the world because they won the minimum weight? That's like you telling me that the University of Kentucky that the University of Kentucky won the national championship, so they're about to run the Bulls out of the building. Get out of here. They're two different things, man. Get out of here. Stop trying to do these false comparisons on me, man. This is boxing. The fact of the matter is that the welterweight division is the deepest division in boxing. The welterweights, the middleweights. Then you put all this shit so these guys ain't even got to fight them. Canelo gets to do all kind of shit so he doesn't have to fight Charlo. So he ain't got to fight Demetrius Andrade. Get out of here, man. Just get out of here with that shit. Acting like because they won't fight them, that means they're not good. Like you putting out a bunch of UK heavyweights, like traditionally the UK heavyweights are the kings of the fucking heavyweight division. Derek Chisora, Dillian White, Anthony Joshua, and some New Zealand cat. Oh, that's the top of the heavyweight division. Even though there ain't never been a time in boxing where the cream of the crop heavyweights came from UK. The fuck out of here, dude. But just miraculously, you got a 5-year reigning heavyweight champion in the United States and none of them want to fight. But you expect me to believe that they're better. They're better because they don't want to fight? Fuck out of here, man. Let's get out of here, man. We know and you know who the best fighters are. You know who they are. You know where they're from. You know who they are. You know where they're from. They're the same place they've always been from, and they're from the same place they always have been. Okay? Truth be told, Tony Harrison comes from the same area of the world as Joe Louis, Sugar Ray Robinson, and countless other cats, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Floyd Mayweather Sr., James Toney. They all come from the same damn area in the same school of thought and training system that Tony Harrison is in. But for some fucking reason, you want people to act like somebody fighting off in Suziwasi fucking Japan because he knocks out some fucking kick fighter is the best fighter in the world, where he don't even come from an area where they fight. Just stop, man. Stop the lies, okay? Somebody was doing this shit on Twitter, man, and these cats like, what do you have against the little weights? I don't have anything against the little weights except for this. There isn't any weight between them. Between 105 and 112 is 7 pounds and 3 weight classes. There are no American fighters down there. There are no UK fighters, but maybe one down there. There might be 50 Mexicans. And so they don't have any, it's not a powerhouse. None of the fighters come from a boxing, from some place with a rich boxing history. So I doubt their skill sets, because how do they know how to fight technically well if they don't have any institutional knowledge? Why would I think that they were better fighters than fighters coming out of Detroit? That's not even how sports work. Okay, you have the skill, you have the talent, and you have the skill, right? Isn't that they said? There's talent and there's skill. Skill comes from learning from people that know how to fight, which is why Sergey Kovalev came over and got John David Jackson. And Sergey Kovalev then fucked up when he went to somebody back from Russia, and then he comes and he gets Buddy McGirt. That's why Lennox Lewis and Vladimir Klitschko, those guys came and got Emmanuel Stewart. Emmanuel Lewis, Emmanuel Stewart. I always fucked it up. That's why they came and got Emmanuel out of Crunk. That's why they fought at Crunk, because they had fighters that could be like, look, man, this is what you do. This is how you do this. You move your shoulder here. You do this. They got the technical skill together and the game plan together for them because they know it. What the fuck is Master Inoue going to be learning out in Japan? That's going to make you believe that he's going to have a better skill set than guys out of Maryland. A guy that trained with people, that trained with Sugar Ray Leonard, trained with people that trained with Sean Bay Mitchell, trained with people. You got fucking DeMarcus Chop Corley there. You've got a bunch of fighters. You got fighters that you can trace their lineage of fighters all the fucking way back to when the hottest nickname in boxing was Melanon. But for some reason, you think some guy, because he's knocking off a bunch of prepubescent kids in fucking Japan, is somehow he's the best in the world. Paying no regard whatsoever to the skill set of the areas that he's from. Let me tell you, and before I get off, I'm going to tell you this for a fact. I don't care how good the state of Illinois' #1 football team is. I don't care. They could be undefeated for 5 straight years in Class AA in Illinois. When they bring their ass to Texas, they're going to get ran through in an ugly fashion by the #3 team. Because Texas, regardless of the talent of the people, their football culture is so rich and so competitive that the best team in Illinois will come and get mopped, because it's a different level of tenant. It's a different level of competition in football in Texas than there is in Illinois. The best fighter that you had in Japan, just fought an over-the-hill Nonito Donaire and got his eye socket broke, his eye cut, his nose broke, and wobbled by a 36 over-the-hill guy because of what? Because of the institutional knowledge that Nonito Donaire possessed. Because of where he trained, who he's trained with. That's why. I said, Fanon, you going to break out the Highland Park scotch for the Wilder fight? Probably, dog. Oh, Trinity football is no joke. Dude, seriously, man. Just stop making shit up, okay? Anyway, it is what it is. Much love to that super chat, Ivan Garcia. I was way off topic today. I appreciate everybody. I probably got to take this channel down because I was making fun of people's, phallic inferiority complexes. Sorry about that. I'm really not sorry, which is what I guess I should apologize for. Because that's my just vindictive, petty self. I'm vindictive and can be petty, dude. Leave me alone with that dumb shit, okay? $70 million stadiums like it ain't nothing. What's that, anonymous guy? Texas football is second to none. Yeah, man, dude, these guys, I moved to Texas. These dudes ain't fucking playing, okay? They're not, dude, trust me. They're not playing, homie. With this Texas and football, no, they're not playing, man. Oh, for B&B, your super chat, my bad. He said, Fanon, you 100% facts after facts. Thank you, man. Much love, man. Look, man, these Texas boys ain't playing with that football, okay? When I go into my son's junior high school and there's a 6'4", 260-pound kid, when they've got 4 in their junior high school, first of all, I don't even know. In Illinois, they don't even have junior high school football. Unless they have it now. I'm not talking about the leagues. I'm talking about in the school. Texas has junior high school football in the schools. And they've got 4 teams. They've got 4 fucking teams in a junior high school. They ain't playing. And they practice during school. During school. Not after school. You know what I mean? Don't know. They probably have them after school. They be running 2-a-days. They run 2-a-day football camps in junior high school in Texas. No, dude. No. Illinois, y'all gonna get run through. Because these cats, the institutional knowledge and their dedication to the sport of football is on a completely different level than Illinois. And I'm telling you right now, the Japanese dudes, wait for Monster in a way to get knocked out. The only reason he ain't going to get knocked out is if he stays at a lower weight class, a low enough weight class, where one of these guys don't get their hands on him, or Neary. Because that more than likely is going to be the type of guy that's going to beat him. A Neary. Them little ass dudes from Mexico. But even then, come on, man. Come on, man. The Mexicans are better. They are the second best group of fighters. Second. Deuce. Okay? We're number 1, homie. And there ain't no shame in saying that, dog. We're number 1. Yeah, for now, I would say, yeah, for now. We used to make 2-a-days in junior high school in Oklahoma. Yeah, as that's borderline in Texas. It is what it is, man. But look, man, I'm going to get out of here. Much love to my co-host, Trap House Boxing. I'm just telling you, dog, we're number 1, dude. We're number 1. And you guys can keep talking about global. It's global. You don't understand, dog. Our local is global. Our local is global, homie. Period. Our local is global. You all come here. Anyway, it is what it is. With that, we out. Peace.